When we talk about some of the oldest trucks in the world that people still remember today, one name that comes at number 1 is the legendary Mack AC truck. It was launched in 1916 at a time when the world was rapidly moving toward industrial development. The Mack AC truck was specially designed for heavy-duty work. It featured a strong chain drive system, a solid steel frame, and a highly durable engine, which made it one of the most powerful trucks of its era. This truck was equipped with a 4-cylinder petrol engine that produced around 30 to 40 horsepower. While this was considered very powerful at the time, its fuel efficiency was quite low by today's standards, delivering only about 2 to 4 kilometers per liter. However, this was normal back then because technology was not as advanced as it is today. One of the most distinctive features of the Mack AC was its bulldog look, which later became the official logo of Mack trucks. Its high, upright driving position and rugged body made it suitable for rough terrains such as mud, stones, and poorly built roads. During World War I, this truck was widely used, especially by British and American armies. It proved extremely reliable in transporting heavy equipment, weapons, and soldiers, even in harsh conditions, making it a trusted vehicle on the battlefield. Talking about its price, the Mack AC used to cost around $4,000 to $5,000 at that time, which would be equivalent to hundreds of thousands of dollars today. Because of this high price, it was mostly purchased by large companies, military forces, and government organizations. The driving experience of the Mack AC was not as comfortable as modern trucks. It lacked features like power steering, air conditioning, and advanced suspension systems. However, its simple design and strong build made it highly durable and easy to maintain over long periods. Drivers often described it as tough but reliable. Production of the Mack AC continued until around 1938, and during this time, it was used not only in the United States, but also in many other countries. This made it an important part of automotive history. Today, the Mack AC is considered a classic collector's item. Truck enthusiasts and museums proudly preserve it as it represents not just a vehicle, but an era of engineering excellence, hard work, and innovation. That is why the Mack AC truck is still remembered today as a true legend in the history of automobiles. At number 2, we go back to a time in history when Ford Motor Company introduced a revolutionary work vehicle in 1917, the Ford Model TT. This truck was essentially a stronger, work-focused version of the famous Ford Model T, designed specifically for transporting goods and commercial use. At that time, small business owners and farmers needed an affordable and reliable mode of transportation, and the Ford Model TT fulfilled that need perfectly. It came with a reinforced chassis, a longer wheelbase, and the ability to carry heavier loads compared to regular cars, making it far more practical. The truck was powered by a 2.9-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine that produced around 20 horsepower. Its top speed was approximately 30 to 35 kilometers per hour, which was considered decent for that era. However, its main focus was not speed, but strength and reliability. In terms of fuel efficiency, the Ford Model TT could deliver around 5 to 7 kilometers per liter, which was quite impressive for a heavy vehicle at that time. Thanks to its simple engineering, it was also very easy to maintain. When it was launched, the starting price ranged between $600 and $750, making it quite affordable. This is why small businesses, farmers, and delivery services adopted it in large numbers. The design of the Ford Model TT was simple yet durable. It featured a basic driver's seat, an open cabin, and the flexibility to add custom rear bodies. This allowed owners to modify it according to their needs, such as converting it into a dump truck, flatbed, or box truck. The driving experience was not comfortable by modern standards. It lacked features like power steering, advanced suspension, and modern braking systems. However, its rugged build and straightforward mechanical design made it highly reliable even on rough roads. Drivers often described it as a slow but powerful machine. During and after World War I, this truck was widely used for transporting soldiers and supplies. It helped Ford establish a strong presence in the commercial vehicle market. Production of the Ford Model TT continued until 1927, during which millions of units were sold. This made it one of the most popular and successful early trucks of its time. Today, the Ford Model TT is considered a classic historical vehicle. It is proudly preserved in automobile museums and by collectors, as it represents not just a truck, but an era of simplicity, hard work, and engineering that laid the foundation for modern trucks. At number 3 comes the Auto Car Company, which began its journey in 1899 and gradually introduced its first commercial trucks around 1907. This made it one of the oldest motor truck manufacturers in the world. Autocar trucks were specially designed for heavy-duty work, industrial use, and long-distance cargo transport. At that time, their biggest strengths were a rugged body, a reliable engine, and a simple mechanical system, allowing them to operate easily even on crab roads and in tough conditions. Early autocar trucks were equipped with 2-cylinder engines and later upgraded to 4-cylinder petrol engines, producing around 15 to 40 horsepower. Their top speed ranged between 25 to 40 kilometers per hour, which was sufficient for that era because trucks were not built for speed, but for safely transporting heavy loads. In terms of fuel efficiency, autocar trucks delivered approximately 3 to 5 kilometers per liter, which was normal for heavy vehicles of that time. Thanks to their strong engines, these trucks could run for long periods without major breakdowns. Talking about price, early autocar trucks cost around $1,000 to $3,000, which would equal hundreds of thousands of dollars today. Because of this, they were mainly purchased by large companies, factories, and government organizations. The design of the autocar truck was simple, yet highly durable. It featured a high driver cabin, a large radiator, a heavy-duty chassis, and strong wheels, enabling it to handle rough terrains with ease. This toughness is what set it apart from other trucks. Autocar trucks were also widely used during World War I, where they played a crucial role in transporting weapons, food, and essential supplies for the military. Their reliability made them a favorite among soldiers and engineers. As for the driving experience, it was not as comfortable as modern trucks since it lacked features like power steering, air conditioning, and advanced suspension. However, its strong grip, simple gear system, and durable engine made it highly capable even on rough roads with heavy loads. Drivers often referred to it as a workhorse that could perform in any situation. Over time, the Autocar company introduced many improvements, including diesel engines, better braking systems, and stronger chassis, making their trucks even more powerful and dependable. Today, Autocar trucks are considered historic and classic vehicles that played a major role in laying the foundation of the trucking industry. They are not just machines, but symbols of early engineering, hard work, and innovation that paved the way for modern commercial vehicles.